Hi guys, David Angelini here, just looking to thank you for listening to our Insight Debate podcasts. As we push into the summer, we hope to be launching some of our NFL content, and also we'll be hoping to provide some cover of the NBA playoffs to go alongside our core television and movie content. Stay tuned and let us know what you think of our guest appearances from around the globe and our key contributors as we drive on to provide more podcast and written content. Enjoy. Hi guys, this is David Angelini at Insight Debate Movies, and we now are coming to you with a podcast on the new Beauty and the Beast movie with Emma Watson and Dan Stevens. I've got Katie and Irvin McDonald with me.
Hi!
And we're going to pick this one apart now as well. So what did we think about the new Beauty and the Beast movie?
I really liked it. Beauty and the Beast, the original, is it's like my second favourite Disney film ever.
What's your first favourite Disney film?
Aladdin.
Aladdin.
Which is not a popular opinion. But I just love it so much. Yeah, well, I just love it. I love Jasmine. Anyway. No, I think it had quite high expectations and low expectations, if you know what I mean. It had a lot to live up to.
Yeah, for me, I think it was a good film.
But it did.
I think it really... I mean, I'm not big into musicals. I liked Les Miserables. I liked La La Land. And I like this. And I like just because I like Disney films.
Mm-hmm. I like musicals anyway, but I thought there was a lot of scope for it just to be either boring because you've seen it's done, or
I was worried that it would be boring because I thought, is this going to just be a shot for shot like remake of the cartoon, and if it's going to be that, then I know what the whole film is going to be because I've seen it like 100 times when I was a child. And that's part of how I enjoyed it, because they didn't do that. There was a lot of it that was very similar, and there was a lot of new things that they added into it as well. But it was like a nostalgia thing. It was like going back and kind of re-experiencing this film like from an adult perspective, in a production of it that looked more adult,
and that was another thing that like I thought
it was unique. It was unusual, like an unusual experience.
Could just be too cheesy, because as a kid, like the Disney one is a kids film, but. It wasn't. It was like I don't know, I mean, it's a fairy tale, of course it is, but I don't know, it's given a slightly more kind of relevant, kind of adult things, context is right. Yeah. So we've got Emma Watson as Belle, as the main part, who I thought was awesome. It is her singing. There's been a bit of back and forth to the media, but is it her singing, is it not? It is her voice. I think you can tell.
It's a studio production, obviously. It's not like a live singing, because you wouldn't expect it to be live anyway, but she does a great job in it for me. I think she's good. I've spoke to quite a few people who thought she wasn't very good, and I really don't know. No, I thought she was awesome. Know where they're coming from. Surprised how good she was.
I thought she was good, yeah.
We've got Dan Stevens in the main part, who for me I can associate more with television. He's in The Guest, which I haven't seen but I've heard of, and it's on my list of movies to watch.
He's in Downton Abbey, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's in Downton Abbey.
He's
the main part in Legion, which is a new TV series that's out currently now. It's like an X-Men kind of TV thing. And he's good.
I thought he was really good.
But he was really, really good in this film, yeah. His voice, I don't know, they've obviously done some sort of synthesising his voice.
To make it the Beast voice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even at that, I think he sounds like he's a good singer.
He does. And also, the thing with the Beast is obviously in the cartoon, it's just an animal. Like, it's just, like, not real, but that's a person.
Yeah.
And it's always supposed to have been a person. So it's good that he's, like, he's got some humanity to him, because he is still the prince.
That, like, kind of Gollum technology, that Andy Serkis thing. You know, they've done it with they did it with King Kong as well. Yes, they've done that, and it looks nice. It's very there's obviously a very distinct colour palette used. It's a Disney production, so it's all like that bright blue colour and that bright yellow dress colour.
Even just it's like Beauty and the Beast palette.
Yeah.
With the rose and the colour. But even just his character, not even just the Beast thing. Like, there's a humanity about it because it's an actual actor rather than just being a cartoon animal that you're told was once a human and still is technically, but
one thing they did as well is they showed you a little bit more about that kind of the preamble at the start of
he's got like more backstory than he ever had.
I believe in the original cartoon, I think it's 1993 that was
the early 90s something.
That was done in a storybook kind of thing, was it? If I remember right.
Yeah, but they don't tell you all of what you saw.
Yeah, no, it was just very basic, like your front page.
It's like a narrator with a fairy tale book.
Yeah, so you never actually see what the prince looks like until right at the end of it.
Yeah, you see a stained glass window, I think, version of him,
right,
and you only hear about the actual witch and the curse, not about anything before that.
Yeah, I think it adds a bit of humanity to all the supporting cast as well, like that maybe wasn't present until right at the end of the cartoon.
They didn't even do some of that. Like they've all got like family and stuff in the new one, and they didn't
it's real.
have
It's
any
like
of that
it's like far more tangible
before.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's awful quiet. I don't know how keen you were to even come and see this.
Yeah, I wasn't particularly bothered. Being the only adult in the room. I'm not really a Disney fan.
I only made you watch the original Beauty and the Beast about a year ago. So
Yeah, I think I'd seen
never
it.
seen it.
I think I'd seen it as a kid. I'd probably seen it at school or something like that. It's just not my kind of thing. Like I don't mind some Disney films. I don't mind The Lion King and stuff like that. It's kind of alright once in a while, but I'm not a huge fan. But I thought I would come and see it from like a kind of.
You know, nostalgia.
No, not nostalgia. Because I think I'd only seen it once when I was a kid. I don't think I'd really liked it when I was a kid either, to be honest.
he was like cynical even at 4.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Like I just. So yeah, so I came and watched it just to speak about it in the podcast and just so I could kind of say I'd seen it.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was alright. Like I think I probably enjoyed it a bit better than the cartoon. To be honest, I think it, having people there did give a bit more life to it, and I think it made a bit more interesting to see. Plus, when it's not a cartoon, there's things to watch. There's nuances, and you want to see how good
you're
an
actually watching
actor.
performances.
Yeah, exactly. So it was interesting to see, and I think it was well done. I think that they did the original film justice. It's just
Not your kind of thing.
my kind of thing. I didn't particularly enjoy it. I didn't hate it, but I didn't particularly enjoy it either.
When I was like when in 1993 when the cartoon came out, bear in mind I was only like 2 years old. I was like quite scared of it. Like
Really? The one that frightens me when I was a child and even now puts me off with Sleeping Beauty, so I totally know what you mean, because there are some parts of Disney that
I remember my family still make fun. My family will probably listen to this, and they still make fun of me, like me for it now. But I used to really, really want to see it because it was a Disney cartoon, and I wanted to watch Disney cartoons. So I'd want to see it, but up until the point where you might remember, where they're kind of telling that story of what's happened to the Beast, and there's a kind of portrait on a wall of the prince, and you know how he slashes it with his claws.
Yeah, because he's angry.
That's the bit, like without fail, every single time I watched that as a child, absolutely bricked it.
Yeah, no, it's what's her name, is it
I was like, no, put it off.
The witch and Sleeping Beauty. I couldn't even. I used to just. I'd love it up until she appeared with all her green smoke, and then I would just nope right out. And I was like,
but I wanted to see it. It was like, yeah, put it on, up to the slashing the portrait, and then like, no, I'm scared of it. Put it off, and then immediately afterwards, I'd want to see it again.
Yeah.
So that like my family take the piss out of me about that repetitive process of putting it off and on again.
When I was a kid, I was kind of a wee bit scared of The Exorcist.
Do you know, he's probably not even joking. That's where half of this comes from. He's like, oh, I saw that film when I was about 7, and it would be like an 18 rated horror movie.
But I was like, as you could probably look it up whenever H2O came out, like Halloween 20, I was like, I watched that like when it was just out in video because we rented it for Global. And
Chucky and all that.
I was born in 1991, so I don't know what year that came out, but I think I was probably on that bit like 8 or 9 or something.
Aye.
No,
Excellent.
I never watched Chucky when I was a kid. No, I didn't.
Oh, it was something else then.
I've seen a lot of films that I shouldn't have seen when I was very young as well.
We used to just sit in on a Saturday night, me and my family, and we would watch horror films. I think it's partly why I don't like them now, because they don't scare me anymore, because I was so used to it.
You're so desensitized to violence. I think that you should be like a dissertation written about you.
We've seen H2O, and we've seen there's loads of horror films that came out at that time, plus I've seen The Exorcist and stuff like that when I was that age, and it just it scared me a bit at the time.
My uncle let me watch films that he really shouldn't have, like when I was like 5-6 years old. You know,
this has been down a dark path.
No,
story.
No, that's not what I mean. But like I saw films like Alien when I was really, really young, Starship Troopers, The Relic, you know, those kind of movies when I was like 5, 6, 7 years old. In the short term, it did kind of fuck me up. Like I had nightmares and all that kind of thing. But I know what you mean. In the long term, it kind of. I don't know, it kind of made me more resilient to that kind of horror.
But then I could argue I have retained some sort of like organic reaction to things that you're supposed to have because I was so like shielded
RoboCop,
from
that was
it.
another one. I saw RoboCop when
Except
I was like 5.
I loved
terrified.
RoboCop when I was like 10 and now it's just I'm old.
I remember asking my gran, is it like, you know, like, because she was trying to put me to bed and I was like absolutely scared. I used to have to like make her
There's
come and sit
only
with me
one
until
bit
I fell
of
asleep.
RoboCop where he drowns somebody's face.
Ah,
And that's the only bit I can.
there's a bit in it
even
where like
now.
in RoboCop where like a kind of turret thing just absolutely chews a guy to like in a car park, or is it a shotgun thing in a car park?
Yes.
That I saw when I was like 6 years, like when I was really young. I remember saying to my gran, I like completely at that age missing the point in RoboCop. It's like a kind of good guy.
Yeah.
Saying to my gran, is RoboCop real in this world? And I'm just being like, just being scared of it. And I was like, no, RoboCop
I used to be
isn't real.
scared of the. I'm showing my age here, but I used to be worried about the original Gulf War because it was always in the news. I thought it was like down the road. I thought Saddam Hussein was coming to get me. I used to ask my mum about that. So I was a strange child.
Jaws. I seen Jaws at too young an age as well.
I think I seen that when I was young.
I've actually never seen Jaws. That's one of those
You need to
films
watch
that
Jaws.
everybody's seen and I've
Must
never
watch
seen.
it. I used to be scared of Jaws like coming up the toilet and getting me. So, like have it
Toilet
like in the
alligators.
bath.
I didn't think I was scared of Jaws when I was young. I
You're
just
not
thought
scared
it was
then?
like
That's how young I'm talking about here when I first saw Jaws, is that I was scared of Jaws coming to get me in the bath.
Like nostalgia of a different kind is what we were supposed to be talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, so back to Beauty and the Beast.
But yeah, I was scared of the slashing portrait thing in Beauty and the Beast.
No, there is always that kind of mild threat about Disney, and I think it's.
Yeah.
They take the piss out of me as well because I called it Beauty and the Beast.
Oh,
I said it was Beauty and the Beast.
Andy, who's Andy?
Beauty and the Beast.
Toy Story.
When I was young, I used to be scared of getting raped off Gaston.
Yeah, well, it's a far more.
That's a valid fear.
It's a far more tangible threat in the live action version of the film.
Yeah, I've said this like a billion times now, but it's true. I thought because of like just nowadays and all the furor and just the fact that it's real people, they would have made them slightly less rapey, and they really haven't. So that was one thing I was a bit like, oh god.
Mm-hmm.
I just find them really like cartoonishly uncomfortable. Obviously in the real one, the old one, but
Yeah.
the new one, I was like.
Casting Luke Evans, I've got mixed feelings about casting Luke
I
Evans.
thought he was really good at it though.
He was really good at it, but I just think going into it, I'll really like Luke Evans because you know I like him from The Hobbit, and he's in Girl on the Train as well. So I really like him. I think he's a very charismatic and likeable actor. So casting him in a role as Gaston, where you're supposed to like you're supposed to have a very like a hideous first reaction to his behaviour. Don't know if it really was as impactful for me, like having already been a big fan of Luke Evans.
I think he's seedy looking though, and I think they made him obviously look more like that. But he's creepy looking. He looks creepy.
It's a wee bit
looks
greasy.
like
a wee bit.
He's got a good balance between being like conventionally good looking, but also looking creepy and a bit rapey.
I know what you mean.
And I think that's why he's well cast, and that I think he kind of nails that. Because you couldn't make him too good looking, otherwise he should be the prince or the beast in this.
Yeah.
Like, but you can't make him too ugly, otherwise it doesn't work because he's supposed to be like everyone fancies him.
He was excellent in the part. It was a good.
He was, and maybe that's
A
a
good
testament to good acting then, because he's not like inherently like he's not like doing evil stuff. He's just personality, just a creepy guy, like, and that's it's like a slightly.
There's some evil stuff.
Well, no, but I mean, he's not like.
I mean, railroads.
He's
are
not like your
her granddad into the mental asylum.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? He's not like.
And he shoots the beast.
Cartoon like. Okay.
And he does try and rape her.
I know what you mean though, like it's a good performance, but I just feel like because it was Luke Evans and because I like him, I had a loaded preconceived notion of how I was going to feel about him. Let's talk about what's the name of the guy that plays LeFou?
Josh Gad. The reason I know that is because I had to look this up because the second I heard his voice I knew how I knew it, and it was because he's Olaf in Frozen, but he's also the original Elder Cunningham in the Book of Mormon, which is like my favourite thing ever. And it's perfect.
So that was the way they kind of, I don't know, I need to go back and watch the original to find out how much they've adapted the previous the character.
They've completely added in the whole like supposedly gay thing.
Is it added though?
It's not ever alluded to in any of the ways it is in the remake.
So have they maybe made it just like a more pantomime kind of performance, or has it always been there? I can't remember.
I think it's either that. I really can't decide. It's either that, or they've just decided, like the Beast, to give him slightly more story, and they've just lobbed him in as a gay character because why the hell not, for representation. I don't know if it's which one.
I don't know if I just wasn't paying attention, but is there anything that explicitly said that he was gay?
No, and this is the thing.
It's all subtle. Like.
There was a lot of bullshit over it and it getting banned places because of all this, and then when I saw it I was like, did I miss something? Because it's really not as it's not anything. It's just not anything.
I didn't
it's silly.
think that he necessarily came across as definitely being gay. Like, I mean, I don't think it was explicit. I think it was just like
he says something about some guy, I don't know, and then he's clearly got like a bit of a kind of crush-ish on Gaston.
Is that not just how
it's not?
Is that not just how every sidekick's portrayed?
That's what
no, but did they make jokes about him being?
They
make all those stereotype jokes about him being good at whatever. I don't know. It's like
if they just overblown him like that, like if they just like pantomime the character up, like you say, and is it?
Because those characters are quite like camp anyway. Like that's just the nature of that kind of.
Yeah,
that character. So
I need to go back and see the cartoon.
I think he's just
is he camp in the cartoon because that contrasts.
No, to he's just an idiot. He's just like a.
Yeah, okay.
He's just a. I don't know what's the word.
A fool.
It's a village idiot. Yeah, like he's not anything really.
Yeah.
And I thought it was all a big fuss over nothing.
I thought it was fine.
It was fine.
There's other people who do that, like who have like kind of taken the opposite stance. That it's like it's a poor representation of like.
I was fully ready to feel that way because people had said it, but when I saw it, I changed my mind because like, it's not what they said it was. It's not great representation, but it's not
disappointed.
The bad representation that people talked about it being. People were wanting to get annoyed over nothing. I think.
Yeah. I was almost disappointed that it wasn't like over the top or explicit because I was expecting that, given how much of a fuss.
I was expecting that, and at this point I would be totally fine.
I hadn't like read in any sort of great detail about it, but I'd heard about it, and I thought there was an actual. I thought there was something like he had a boyfriend, or that there was like a kiss or something like that.
No, you would think so from the way people were going on, but it just was nonsense.
That there was nothing.
It was just like. Kind of slightly over the top, like
and
you say, pantomime kind of jokes and silly little stereotypical.
There's no way that a child watching that would get the
none at all.
Like would get that at all. That's what that was supposed to be. Not that it matters, quite frankly. Like even if they did, but
yeah,
that's what a lot of people's problem is with it.
Yeah, the Chinese Censorship Authority didn't. It was banned in Malaysia, I believe.
It was banned a couple of places.
The Chinese Censorship Authority didn't think that there was anything in there that warranted censorship, which tells you like they're one of the most.
Yeah, it's really not anything.
They're one of the most stringent, like the most. One of the least tolerant sensory authorities, and they didn't think there was anything.
I know, it's just little tongue-in-cheek, little references that you're meant to just be like roll your eyes at. I think, and that's really all it is.
Is it still banned in Russia, or are they just boycotting it?
Who knows with them?
It's fucking Disney. Like, if they want to ban that, they can just might as well ban all Disney. Do you know what I mean?
Other characters in it that I couldn't believe that it was Emma Thompson when at the end when I seen that it was Emma Thompson. That was
I really didn't know that. I didn't recognise her voice. I didn't anything. I really didn't know. I was quite surprised.
They'd gone for that, you know, like trying to go as close to the original Mrs. Potts as possible with the wee kind of granny English.
English. She's good. I didn't know that Lumiere was
Londoner kind of thing.
Jane McGregor. Didn't know that either.
That was
beforehand.
I was so shocked when he turned back into a human. I was like, oh fuck, that's you.
I know. We were like, why? No.
I didn't even notice.
It's in the end credits, you know.
Because he gets a whole song, like it's the whole Be Our Guest thing. He does. He presumably is singing that whole song. And
well, I mean, obviously, like Moulin Rouge and whatever, but I just didn't have a clue.
Stunned. I knew Ian McKellen was in it before. I was
Yeah.
ready for Ian McKellen to be in it.
He's singing on Trainspotting enough. Trainspotting 2.
We'll talk
It's
about
not
that.
quite the same, but we're getting there. Yeah. Do you know
Some
they
more
gave her
guys
dad?
down
They gave her dad a whole load of other. They fleshed that out.
Yeah, no, that
so
was really
much more
that was
than
really
they
well
ever
done.
did. Yeah.
What's the name of that actor again? I can't remember his name, but
I don't
he was
know
excellent.
him like beforehand.
He was excellent in that. Give him so much more to do.
Aye,
Like,
they
he had to carry proper like chunks of the
And
film.
it was a bit more like it just gave it a bit more heart. Maybe you understood things that you just don't. In the cartoon, they were just like, oh, this happened because blah.
Yeah.
And nobody cares, but it had a whole lot.
Little characters I didn't really think that much about in the cartoon, like the piano and the wardrobe. They've got a relationship, and
I don't even know if that's in the original one.
is it not?
I don't.
The wardrobe is definitely in it. I can't
No,
remember.
they're in it. I just don't know if there's
If
like there's any mention of them being a couple.
yeah, interesting. But yeah, it was good.
It was good. I haven't seen all of the live action Disney's that they've made, but I did like it the best. Out of the ones I've
Jungle
seen.
Book. Jungle Book, it's different. I don't think it's a little bit apples and oranges, even though it is Disney, because it's not. Jungle Book isn't a musical.
Yeah, well,
Not really.
it has a few songs.
None of them stick out to me.
Are you
when I'm trying to
serious?
think.
Bare Necessities.
Oh, of course, because Bill
I want to
Murray.
be like you.
Yeah,
Know
and
that.
Yeah.
In fact, when I
Chris
was-
Walken, of course, sorry.
When I was in primary 1, we did a Jungle Book play, and we did like all the songs, and we sung the bare necessities and stuff like that.
I feel like it's not a movie that's much built on the music.
Yeah, it's not like The Lion King and stuff like that.
I
It's
can't
not
wait
like-
for The Lion King.
Yeah, I know that's amazing.
Like Donald Glover.
Also, they are doing Aladdin. Yay!
Yeah, I can't wait for the Donald Glover one. Like Donald Glover is one of the most talented people on the planet right now.
Okay.
Childish Gambino. He's like a rapper as well, and he wrote, directed, and starred in Atlanta, which you still need to watch, guys. It's only like this is you have to commit to watching this now because it's only like 30-minute episodes. It's not like a huge commitment to your
What
time.
is it?
Atlanta.
Okay.
Watch it. It's so good. It's like really, really
Right. Cool.
well done. But he's going to be Simba.
I'll take your advice. He's gonna be Simba.
Donald Glover's going to be Simba in the live action.
Like adult Simba.
Pass.
Because otherwise I'm confused. But yeah.
And James Earl Jones is back for Mufasa.
Oh, love it! Can't wait.
Is Jeremy Irons going to be on it?
I would love it if he was.
Oh,
So would I. I
He
would
sounds
die.
standing.
Although,
I will watch anything that Jeremy Irons is in.
and you'll look
Seen the
cute. You'll look
Borgias?
cute.
Aye. I love the Borgia.
You'll accuse me of that thing of just taking offence to stuff, but Scar is actually that thing that people were talking about with LeFou of like bad representation of like allegedly gay characters in
Is
Disney.
Scar gay?
Well, yeah.
Is he?
There's like I mean he's like the overly camp uncle. He's got like he's like single and it's a whole thing, and then he's like an arsehole.
I need to read that. I seem to remember now that he didn't have a female lion companion.
And he's like shunned, and he's like a dick, and it's just like it's
He's just an
not.
arsehole.
Is he shunned because he's an arsehole? That's what.
Is he not get a female lion because he's an arsehole?
This is what I say.
shagger.
This is what I'm
Just-
saying.
It's
Except,
just a
have
bit
you
like you.
seen The Lion King? Do you remember what he's like? He's Jeremy Irons, for fuck's sake. He's like the campest guy ever, Scar.
But you could say the same thing about Zazu then.
No, Zazu's just
Zazu's
like
did camp.
he's not gay. He's British. It's that thing where he's just like English, so people think camp, but it's not the same.
I just think a lot of Disney characters are quite camp because it's like a theatrical performance.
No, because Jafar's camp, and yet I don't think the same thing about him.
Why?
Because I just don't. Because you learn to recognise the difference.
I don't know
Subtlety.
why my brain goes to like child abuser when I think of like Scar now. It's like, not Scar, but like
Jafar?
Jafar.
Yeah, but it's the beard.
I thought we were going to
It's
say.
the twirly goatee.
As soon as I start like really dissecting it, I'm going, there's something sinister about that.
I thought we were going to say Scar's not gay and he's not got a girlfriend because he's a paedophile. And that's why.
I knew when I decided to say it that you will just try to kill me, but there is an argument for it. It does exist.
Well, it's different from what I learned in high school and like first year when we tried to like put a religious facade on top of the Lion King.
Christ. Well,
Yeah, Christ was in it.
Yeah, he was there. I know him.
But it's all like Rafiki is John the Baptist and all that kind of thing. It's like it's crazy. It was fucking mental.
Is that why Scar's a paedophile? It's like Scar is your brother.
Bishop,
Fucking.
Bishop Scar.
Oh,
I
dear.
should never have mentioned this.
But that reminds me of how people can put fucking any narrative they like on top of.
I know they can. It's just a thing that you occasionally need to think about, like why do poor outcomes befall certain characters always, and that's just what people are saying. And this is what they tried to say about LeFou, but it didn't apply. It didn't apply.
He turned to the good side.
That's what I'm saying. Have you not heard me saying like 7 times? I've changed my mind about.
No, I don't mean. I just mean his fate. He turned to he became a good guy.
Yeah, he did become a good guy, and also.
And then he's like, "No, mate, you're going to be out of order."
Yeah. Half a backbone.
I'm a good guy. He actually says something to that effect.
I know.
Doesn't
It
he?
really does. He
I'm a
says
good
something
guy.
I'm not. It's quite camp what he says. I think it's like even in itself, it's like I'm not putting up with his shit or something. I don't even know what it is.
Who else? So like the Ian McKellen thing, just the way that he kind of portrays that like doty, like can't really hear properly.
Angry clock.
Is it Clogsworth?
Cogsworth
character. Sorry, Cogsworth.
Oh.
Yeah, it's something different.
This is a podcast about a Disney film, and we've had paedophilia in the church and watching horror films when you're far too young to see that.
In Cogsworth.
And now Cogsworth.
But
apologies.
See the way like he portrays that doty, I can't really hear properly kind of character. As soon as I seen him, as soon as I saw that, it reminded me of a story that my sister told like quite recently of how like, you know she works at the Highland Hotel in Stirling.
Mm-hmm.
They had Ian McKellen staying in the hotel like maybe like what 3-4 weeks ago or something like that, quite recently. And she was telling us like this story on the family WhatsApp about how Ian McKellen was in the hotel and had asked for like a wake up call, and like my sister ended up having to do the wake up call, so she's phoning him every 5 minutes. He's got a hearing aid now. He can't really hear very well. He's like I guess a bit doty as well. Like was phoning him all morning, couldn't wake him up. He's like his PA is starting to like say, "Oh, he's got a hearing aid. You might need to try and help." They tried to knock on the door, you know, banging on the door for ages, couldn't get him out, and my sister's starting to panic and think, "Fuck, Gandalf has died in this room, and I'm the one that has to go and find him."
Oh my god!
And because just how long the whole thing dragged out, she was starting to get really, really like worried that he had actually died in there. And eventually just. Like they're talking about breaking in and going and trying to find him and all this kind of thing, and eventually just like answers the door and goes, "Oh, nobody phoned me." And like the way he kind of like Emma says that he left the hotel, he was kind of a little bit like pissed off that nobody had like feeling that he was kind of hardened by that. So it surprised me that he portrays this doty, can't really hear very well, a bit senile clock character in Beauty and the Beast, and yet he doesn't have that self-awareness in real life to know why he's been cast in that role. So it just kind of added that whole thing to me. I'm going, does he know that this
Maybe
is...
it's just that old lovey Hollywood thing. He's like the person I think of when you say things like that. So
he's a hero. Like
I know, but you still
I love
do.
Ian McKellen.
He's
another
too
one.
much.
I'll watch anything that Ian McKellen's
Really?
in. He's Gandalf. He's Magneto. I know you don't like either of those genres.
I'm sort of on the fence with both.
I can't even remember what else he did. Come to think it. But those are like two
Fair
huge,
weather fan.
like massively iconic characters.
I
He's
know.
classically trained. He's in all sorts of
Oh,
Shakespeare
no.
productions. He's awesome. Like I love Ian McKellen. He's in this thing with David Jacobi as well, where they're like an old kind of gay couple.
I know that name. Who is that again?
He's another kind of classically trained actor.
totally
He's in that.
know.
He's in that class. He's in that like Patrick Stewart.
Oh
Ian
yeah,
McKellen,
yeah, like the old.
like Jonathan Price kind of class of like
Like
classically
French,
trained.
no?
Aye.
I cannot remember who that is, but I know who you mean.
You know him to see him.
I know.
He looks a little bit like Santa in American 34th Street. He looks a little bit like that, but it's not.
Oh yeah. Okay. I know who you mean.
He's in that, and they do like a kind of it's a sitcom, but they're just like an older gay couple that just argue and bitch to each other all the time. It's like hilarious. I watch anything Ian McKellen's in, yeah, but in this, that was my comment about Ian McKellen in this film, is that how he he portrayed that character and yet didn't have that self-awareness to realise that he is exactly what that character is in real life. Who else is in it? I like that John Legend did the kind of the song,
because they always do that in Disney, don't they? Even the old ones, they always had like the version and the thing, and then the credits version.
Yeah.
Because the Whole New World, the one, because Aladdin again, that just is right. It's that 90s Disney, that little bit from it's not in the actual score of the thing, but it's in the end version, and I just nostalgia.
I love John Legend. I listen to anything John
Legend is good.
How many times have you used that?
Yeah, I'll say it again.
I'll watch it.
Yeah, it's good, and it is a good version. I like it.
It is a great version.
It's Ariana Grande, isn't it?
Yeah, she's the one. That's like another. I don't know how deliberately they've kind of done this, but in an interest in maybe trying to make these productions as inclusive as they possibly can, trying to get like quite a diverse variety of people involved in it.
Yeah.
So John Legend is the kind of face of that song now, like in the marketing. An African American man. They've got a gay character in the film. Ariana Grande, I believe, is Italian.
Is she?
I thought she was. I thought she was like kind of Latina, but she's not.
So did I.
I guess I can assume because of the name, but she apparently is Italian. So I just like it looks like there's a clear effort to try and make it as diverse as possible, and I don't know if that then has the opposite, not the opposite effect, but it just makes it makes people more cynical. They did it with some of the townspeople as well. There was a lot of them were people of colour and they really weren't in the cartoon. And I mean, I don't know. I think I know what you mean though. It can sometimes seem like trying too hard. Yeah. I felt like they were definitely trying too hard in this Beauty and the Beast, but
because everybody
because it's just not that kind of place.
Yeah, everyone in that village.
If you think about it, it's not that kind of place.
17th century, like
17th century
France. Did she not? I might be wrong, but did she not make a statement about how people never kind of really leave there as well? It's just. There's a fan theory going about that, about how the whole town is on like a permanent cursed time loop, and that's how they have family members and stuff like that are still alive. The people in the castle, and it's
by that.
Like Belle and her father are the only people that are not part of it because they came here after it.
I get the point. There's a whole song. Right. There's a whole song that started about how this is a boring place. Nobody ever leaves here. Everyone just lives their whole life.
Which is part of the theory. It's so boring because it's like Groundhog Day. It's in like a perma loop.
Yeah, but then it's that boring. No one ever leaves. But then all these like.
Exactly. They came after it was cursed. They moved in.
Yeah, all these like. Exotic people live there, but apparently it's like this really boring town where no one ever really kind of comes or goes. But always like exotic.
Totally was.
It undermines the point, doesn't it? Like,
I love that song as well.
Like, there's nothing wrong with having it like
the same way it was.
Yeah, or having it make sense to the story.
I know.
Like
it's like Postman Pat. That's a digression, right? But bear with me. Postman Pat lives in this god awful little tiny little village in like Yorkshire or whatever the hell it is, and they've made it so PC in the last few years. It's actually outrageous because you know that it would be the most racist place on earth.
He does have a black and white cat though.
He also doesn't work for this is so sad. He doesn't work for the Royal Mail anymore because they didn't want to be associated with him. Oh. That makes me so sad for my own childhood.
Postman Pat when I was wee.
What is the matter with you?
It is really creepy. I thought it was really creepy.
His face just annoyed me.
I loved Postman Pat.
There's something a bit sinister about it.
And Fireman Sam. There's a theme there.
Also, see the fucking Gaelic version of Postman Pat that was all
Padded Post. I will live with me till the day I die.
I had a weird thing when I was wee that Gaelic. What?
Padded Post.
It was. It was on like every day. And there was another one. I don't know if this is just like certain parts of the country or what, or if it was just like a stab at trying too hard even back then. But there used to be what was that called? Playbox in Punjabi when I was wee. It used to be on, and I was like, no, stop.
I had this thing when I was wee. The Gaelic TV. If I watched it, it made me feel sick. I don't know why, but it actually made me feel sick.
We've veered into Phil's xenophobia now.
There's no xenophobia. I'm fucking.
It was internalised xenophobia.
There's nothing creepier as a child than waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning and you've left your TV on and there's like a Gaelic magic roundabout thing happening.
The magic roundabout's creepy in English.
That is fucking,
Mate,
fucking terrifying.
That's
when
another
you're a
whole
child and you wake up to
conversation about the magic roundabout, even in English at normal times of the day.
That fucked me up sometimes waking up to that. But yeah, so it's like, I mean, it's a noble endeavour to try and make these films more diverse. I just wonder if it's a bit forced in this context.
But it feels unrealistic.
Yeah, it feels forced in this scenario. Yeah. So I don't know what.
Overall, it's hard to say. Like, how do you rate a remake?
If we talk quickly about the things they added to it as well, so they added her whole Parisian background and a little bit of story about.
Oh, but her mother, because you don't really ever how she died. You don't really. Do you even know she's dead?
I can't even remember.
Or what happened at all in the car? I don't think you do.
Maybe it is alluded to because he is very protective of her. Maybe for that reason.
Yeah.
Her dad.
But
they've put a depth of story there. They've made him. They've given him the ability to teleport for some reason.
The Beast? Yeah, what is that? I thought it was to do with the mirror. Like in the cartoon, you can only see things, but in this version, you can like jump through it.
It was like, oh, this is our worst curse yet. I can go wherever I want. It's like what?
And the Beast, I can go anywhere.
Okay, that thing with the go to France. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that's not part of the old one.
But it's trying to make out as if that's like this is the cherry on top. This is like almost the worst curse of all the curses that have been placed on me. It's like I can go anywhere.
Yeah. I think I was too busy getting over the shock to even to hear that he said that.
And there's other songs that have added to it that some of them not so good, but the main ones for me are the one that's called Evermore.
That's
really liked.
My favourite. It might actually be the only one I liked. The other ones I didn't dislike. But
I like Days in the Sun.
Did you?
Yeah. Just some of the lyrics in that one, quite touching. But
yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm a musical type, but they fell a bit flat for me. The rest, but Evermore I liked a lot.
You know better than me about the music, but I was just listening to the words.
I don't know. I do both.
Josh Groban does a version of Evermore as well, which I would.
I need to listen to that. Then.
Yeah, he does. I recommend everyone listen to that because that's awesome.
I did like that song.
So, I guess in rating it, then we need to rate it within the genre because we can't compare. You can't really compare Beauty and the Beast to Get Out. They're completely different things.
No, but then how do you like?
Do we compare it to other live actions, or do we compare it to other Disney in general, or do we compare it back to the original Beauty and the Beast? I think it has to be a little bit of all of that.
Aye, that's what I was going to say. Kind of, it's a bit of a combination of all of it. I would.
Plus, you've still got to rate it
as an actual film.
Yeah.
So within maybe overall, if I was comparing it to all my favourite films, then I'd say it as a 3 stars because it's not on the same level as that. But if I'm rating it within the genre of Disney movies, then it's a 4.
Yeah, I was going to say it's a 4 because I'm like adult child. I'd probably rate it a 4 anyway because I love musicals. I love that whole. There's something about that fairy tale genre, I suppose. Not really, but something I just like. Yeah. So I would probably do that anyway. So yeah, I would agree.
Compared to the live action remake of Jungle Book, I preferred Jungle Book. I think, but
the Jungle Book's the one I've not seen. So
I don't know. It's a different story. It's a different colour palette and all that kind of thing. There's a whole.
Yeah, the thing about the Jungle Book is
Beauty and the Beast.
I've not seen it because I don't like the original Jungle Book. It's like one of the Disney films I can't be doing with.
Remember, it's like what is it from the 60s or the 30s? Or
no,
something?
I know, but some of them are like that. It's like Snow White and all that are old.
Yeah.
Cinderella.
Yeah, they're all fairly old.
I do prefer the 90s ones.
It was a more adult.
The 90s Disney is my
the themes in Jungle Book were a bit more adult and therefore appealed to me a bit better. So yeah, I'd say 4 if I had to rate it within the genre.
I'd probably rate it just overall as a 3 probably. Yeah. I think that it was really well done and there's good acting and stuff like that, but it just isn't my kind of thing at all. Yeah, and not really.
I feel like you enjoyed it. Yeah.
Enjoy the story and stuff like that. And the genre thing's hard to say because
you don't like the genre either.
I'm not a fan of the genre massively, but the story within the genre I would probably give a 3. And the rest of the film I just don't know how you'd rate that within the genre, to be honest. Like,
so say what, 4-4-3?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll be back with our next podcast shortly. Thanks for listening, guys.
Bye.
Thanks very much for listening to us, guys. Please let us know what you think and get in this debate with us by liking, commenting, retweeting or sharing us to give us a piece of your mind. We're on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube and WordPress, and we want to hear from you. Thank you very much for the support.